DNA denials of her 2 children. Take a look at this explosive story. Why does Richard Sr. deny your kids?
He says that they're too light-skinned, they have curly hair, they have colored eyes, and I'm tired of you talking about my children. You said,
His wife is denying your kids.
She don't know nothing. He's going to know that those are his grandchildren.
Richard Jr., he's a good dad to these
He's
kids.
a wonderful father. He is amazing.
To deceive him and have him raising something that ain't his. You sure that's your family?
Yeah, I'm positive it's my family.
When it comes to 3-year-old Sanayaje, Richard Jr., you are the father. 3-month-old Amina, Richard Jr., you are the father. I'm sorry. Okay, that was nice. Richard Sr. apologized. Was he really sorry? Let's just hold on to that. Because now it's 3 years later, and Shonda is back on the show, and so is Richard Jr., and so is Richard Sr. and his wife Gigi. Because after the last show, Shonda and Richard Jr. got married. And soon after, guess what? They had a 3rd child, a girl named Legacy. Sadly, soon after Legacy was born, Richard Sr. once again began to deny that his son, Richard Jr., was the father. Wow. Shonda, do you really think Richard would do this to you again?
I think that Mr. Rich is out of his mind.
Well, I gotta be out
and
of
he's
my
bored.
mind.
Okay, all right.
He's delusional and he's bored.
Okay, Mr. Rich, we'll get to you in a second. I want to talk to Shonda right now. Actually, Shonda, he's making you out to be a liar again.
He's making me out to be a liar. He's making me out to look like I'm some type of loose woman who was running around sleeping on my man. Like I'm this mastermind putting plots together to deceive my husband. Mr. Richard is thrown off, guys. He has too much time on his hands.
Okay, Richard.
Too much time on his hands.
Okay,
because these are his grandchildren, all of them.
How were they after the last show when you proved to him that those 2 little girls were Richard Jr.'s?
For a while, everything was fine, you know. I would cook dinners. We would have family dinners together, just spend time with each other. He'll come, spend time with the kids, take them to the store. Everything was fine. Rajia, you know, me and Rajia, we don't have a problem because she knows what it is. It's my own father-in-law.
Right. Well, we'll get to Gigi.
Making me look like this horrible person, and I'm not, and I'm tired of it.
Well, okay, so we'll get to Gigi in a moment, too, okay? But then you find out you're pregnant with your little girl, Legacy.
Yes, I find out that I'm pregnant with Legacy, and there wasn't, you know, really too much talk about it. Mr. Rich didn't have anything to say about it. You know, I was excited. Me and Rich were excited. We're about to have another beautiful baby girl, and everything was okay until I gave birth to Legacy. Once I gave birth to Legacy, he started with his bull crap again. All his delusions came out, and that's why we're here now. We're here now because unfortunately, I developed gestational diabetes while I was pregnant with Legacy, which means I had to be induced. I went into labor early by doctor's decision, and Legacy was born early. And due to the fact that she was not born on schedule, we had no one to sit with the children. So my husband had to stay home with our other children so that I can safely deliver our baby girl.
And he's upset.
So he was not able to be there. And because of that, Mr. Rich believes that I conspired my induction so that Rich could not be there, so because the real father was there.
So he wasn't there when you gave birth. That's one of the reasons he's upset, and he thinks that that's not Richard Jr.'s baby. The fact that